Well, we finally know what two teams are in the Super Bowl. One set of birds got clipped, and one set of birds did rise up. Well, here's our co-host in. He's just in. They had a funeral for the Falcons' second half offense. Did you deliver
the offense?
He scored 0 points.
Well, regardless of whether or not we scored 0 points, our offense still put up a good bit of numbers on the number 2 defense.
They did. What number they didn't put up was a point.
Yeah,
in the second half.
Yeah.
0. And last time I checked, your offense is supposed to put up points
in order to win.
Yes.
Well, or else stop the other
and
team.
our defense is supposed to stop.
Yeah, stop
giving up points.
The opposite of.
I got a problem.
Guys, it happens. Okay,
it does.
Let's talk about the NFC Championship.
17-0 at home, where they're pretty dominant.
17
NFC Championship.
17-0.
That doesn't happen.
Yeah,
it's not supposed to.
I'm going to keep the Cowboys' promise to myself.
Hey,
let's talk about the NFC Championship. Obviously, the Falcons lost.
They did not rise up.
24 points in the first half. 0 points second half. 28-24 final score. Colin Kaepernick looked completely mediocre in the first half. Looked like he was running scared for the most part because
it was awful loud in there.
We didn't have his chariot.
Yes, that's what it was. It was really loud. Really loud. I'm talking about I had to lean down in order to talk to my wife when we had the ball.
Why were you talking during a football? Watch the game!
At least, she was talking. I had to listen.
Second half rolls in, and the Falcons just couldn't do anything Matt Ryan threw an interception. Granted, Roddy White did fall down on it, but he still threw a pick. The fumble that was just useless. I mean, it's just.
I thought it was Mark Sanchez playing quarterback there for a second.
It really reminded me of it. I mean, that's the sad
he didn't
part.
run into nobody's
now, and the good thing for Daniel though, I mean, San Francisco's defense. Thank you. San Francisco just turn it a few more times. San Francisco's defense showed up in the second half and just played outstanding.
Well, they shut down Julio Jones, which they didn't do in the first half.
No, they didn't shut down Julio Jones. Matt Ryan quit throwing to him.
That was because the 49ers doubled him a lot of the snaps.
The second half, they've doubled the crap out of him.
And that was really smart because Julio Jones was
raping us.
Yeah.
He was raping us.
What did he have?
170 or 180 yards.
Yeah. That is ridiculous.
Yes.
That is crazy.
Yes. Against the number 2 defense in the NFL.
Yes.
Now, granted, you can talk all these statistics all you want to. Final score, 28-24, is the main thing.
Yeah.
49ers are going worse. 49ers are going to their sixth Super Bowl. They've won the previous 5 that they've gone to. I mean, they're 5-0. That's impressive.
Yeah, it is. But like I said, the score could have been worse. We missed the field goal. Surprise!
Doink!
Yeah.
And we fumbled on the 1-yard line.
Which, legit fumble.
No.
I mean, Bryce, before we move into Super Bowl talk and before we move to the AFC Championship talk, now that we've seen the Falcons through 18 games, what are the Falcons' primary needs?
Primary needs, obviously, number 1 is a defensive pass rusher. In the draft, I think that's the first issue you have to go with. Abraham is good. He's a good piece. He needs something else. That defense doesn't have, in my opinion, they don't have a lot of star big player names. They have a lot of really good compliments. Asante Samuel, Dunta Robinson, Willie Moe, Witherspoon. They're all good pieces, but I don't think the defense doesn't have that one person on your team.
Witherspoon is a beast, dude.
I agree with Daniel.
I think Spoon is a good player. I think he's a really good player.
But he can't hold that whole defense by himself. But the Falcons
don't have a player that you have to game plan against on defense. And you look at the 2 teams in the Super Bowl this year.
You have defenses you have to game plan.
49ers have 3 or 4 people on their defense that you have to game plan against. The Ravens have 3 or 4 as well on their defense you have to game plan against. And I think the Falcons...
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah, sorry.
Go.
If you didn't know, then why are you watching the show?
Right.
But I think that's the Falcons' biggest need.
The Ravens won? Shit.
Shut up. I think that's the Falcons' biggest need is a defensive pass rusher.
Pop quiz.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Pop quiz.
This is going to be a knife turning more in my heart. I can feel it.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
What has Kaepernick did in 9 games that Matt Ryan hasn't done in 5 years.
Built the pyramids.
Other than that, won 2 playoff games.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
I'm done. And then pulled it out. I'm done. I'm done talking about them. But the Falcons did good. You know, I mean, I was asking people around the whole dome for blood pressure pills when we were losing 17-0. I was stressed out, and then
I heard you were asking people for knives as well.
I did that after the game.
Oh, it was after. Okay.
Yes, stabbed him in his neck.
Wow, let's not say that. AFC Championship game. Jesus.
For anybody that knows their Mortal Kombat characters.
AFC Championship game.
He's not talking about Obama.
And Bryce and I thought and just swore up and down that the Patriots were to come in and completely destroy the Ravens.
This guy didn't.
I think you had ulterior motive behind it because you're like,
When
you know what, I called
Gronkowski-
Harbaugh.
When
a
Rob
long time
Gronkowski
ago.
went down, dude, I knew for a
Big part of
fact
their
the
offense.
Patriots were not going to beat the Ravens.
Halftime it was 13-6?
7.
13-7?
Yes.
3.
Patriots didn't show up for the second half either. I guess they was kicking it with the Falcons.
Both home
Mike
teams,
Smith
and I think
was
this
there.
is the first time in AFC Championship history that both home teams did not score a single point in the second
That's
half.
pitiful.
Wasn't
And you have two of the most explosive offenses.
in
What does it show you? What wins championships?
defense.
I mean,
And
you have, and yeah, King Tut. You have, the Patriots and the Falcons, who are arguably two of the most explosive offenses in the NFL, shut down in the second half by two of the best defenses in the NFL.
Which here's a stat I did not mention a couple weeks ago. I forgot to. The number 1 ranked team. This is crazy that you mentioned that. In points after halftime is the Patriots. The number 3 ranked team for points after halftime is the 49ers.
Golly.
Yeah, Falcons actually wasn't even in the top 5.
No, that
Number
wouldn't
2, I think, was the Broncos. It was, but that's in the second half. Like if we go
I'm
in,
still surprised the Broncos lost. I'm still in shock of that.
and that's the only thing that kind of scares me about the Ravens is that they did put out Manning and Brady.
Yeah, I mean, arguably Broncos were the hottest team in the NFL, and the Patriots had
They won 11 straight.
Yeah,
11 straight.
and the Patriots probably had the best offense in the NFL. Obviously, they didn't have their number 1.
Ravens
playmaker, in my
are a
opinion.
really, really hot team, and you're going. What was the Ravens seed? What their 4th seed, 3 or 4 seed?
They were 4.
4, yeah, 4 seed.
So
No, there was
we
3.
finally broken the
It was.
we
they were
finally
4,
broken
right.
the mold of the 6th seed winning the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Because the Giants and the Packers were both 6 seeds the past 2 years. We're looking at a 2 versus 4, and I mean this is going to be a really, really interesting Super Bowl matchup, which we will preview next week. We're not going to touch on it next week. Yeah.
This week we're going to preview the Pro Bowl. We're not going to preview
Pro
the
Bowl?
Pro Bowl.
We're not going to preview a game that don't nobody really play.
No, we're not going to preview. The Pro Bowl.
Oh man, I was looking forward to
We're
that.
not gonna
If
preview
you,
the
if you
vacation.
guys really want to talk Pro Bowl,
Talk to your mom.
Sure, one.
Don't text me.
I'm sure
Don't
one
try to
of
contact
us.
me because I have nothing. I have no idea I have no idea about the Pro Bowl.
I'm sure
Nothing.
one of us will be either just have it on as background noise.
Not me.
I'm watching the Royal Rumble.
Wait,
I
is
don't
it
care.
Sunday?
Yes.
I'm sure there's a hockey game on Sunday.
I'm watching the
There will
Royal
be.
Rumble. I'm not watching that Pro Bowl. Who watches the Pro Bowl? People ain't got no life.
Nah, I don't watch the Pro Bowl.
Matt will be there.
Matt's going there. Yeah,
Matt will be
He's
there.
gonna be
Yeah,
screaming.
man.
Yeah,
He'll talk to him.
Matt will listen to you.
yeah. Talk to Matt Ridgway if you want to talk about the Pro Bowl.
Please do.
Do we have anything else to talk about? I'm pretty sure there's
So-
something else. Anything?
Rob Ryan is the new defensive coordinator for the Rams
Steve
right.
Spagnuolo is out as defensive coordinator for the Saints.
because the Saints are moving to a 3-4 scheme.
Well, are they?
Yes,
They
sir.
most certainly are.
It doesn't matter. They stuck on defense.
Won't matter next year. If they're
A few coaching hires that we really haven't mentioned all that much. Bruce Arians, the offensive coordinator for the Colts, took over as head coach of the
well deserved.
Cardinals.
Well deserved.
Losing it.
Who went to the
Pat
Eagles?
Shurmur. Pat Shurmur is now named the offensive coordinator for the Eagles. Chip Kelly is wanting
The head coach?
Shurmur to come in and just look pretty on the sideline because
And-
Kelly's going to run the offense.
And the top two defensive coordinators I heard for the Philadelphia Eagles are Todd Grantham out of Georgia.
Calm down, UGA fans.
And Kirby Smart out of Alabama are the top 2 candidates. And the defensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks next year will be Florida's defensive coordinator from last year. He got promoted.
And I'm pretty sure the defensive line coach for South, and this is completely college, but the defensive line coach for South Carolina that had Jadeveon Clowney, which is going to be a first-round pick
next year.
Oh my goodness,
sick.
He's taken over he's taken over the defensive line coach for the Florida Gators. He's moved into
That's all
the
right.
East.
I don't know.
How do you?
I don't watch college.
Florida has a better D line than
Florida's gonna be sick. Next year.
But
that's college.
Looking ahead, next week we're gonna talk Super Bowl.
Yep.
We're gonna break down everything that is Super Bowl, and we're gonna compare offense compared to their defense. We're gonna go step by step.
I've been reading up on that anyway.
I hope so.
I have.
I'm following some prep for next week's show.
The following week, oh my goodness! The following week we're gonna. Following week, we're going to recap the Super Bowl and recap the 2012 NFL season.
Maybe talk a little bit about the draft.
And a little bit ahead to spring training.
That's right. Hey, Braves made a big trade. He said.
I am.
Bryce, the good thing about football season ending, and I know it's bad for a lot of people, especially in the South, but the good thing about NFL season ending is
baseball season.
There's baseball, there's hockey.
Who cares?
There's college basketball.
Soccer.
March Madness soccer year-round.
I don't like soccer.
So
I don't like hockey either.
It's not all that bad.
It's actually a lot of good.
Yeah.
When baseball season starts, it's a lot of good.
And I'm pretty sure the draft is Thursday, April 25th, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure it's a Thursday.
It's always 20-something.
But Bryce and Daniel will be covering that. I will be trying to look up stats as quickly as possible.
Don't worry about answering. They're all up here.
Answering questions on Facebook and Twitter if need be. And if you guys have any other questions, hit us up on Twitter and Facebook. We'll be able to answer all of them that you need.
We will be doing the draft live again this year.
Live.
So I'll be posting a link to that.
So don't cuss. I'm telling them not to. We can't.
They're not going to be on TV, though.
Oh, never mind. Then you can cuss.
I'll post the link and where it'll be. We had some technical difficulties last year. I think we missed a few picks in the first round. That won't happen this year. I'll have actually a nice computer. I'm going to borrow a really nice laptop, so the stream should be crystal clear, hopefully.
Good.
Yeah, so we'll see. Stay tuned for that.
All right.
So that's it for our NFC AFC Championship recap.
Dang.
This season's flown by. I mean, as much as it's flown by, it seems like we've been doing this for a while. We really have. And I'm really, really happy to have you along with us.
I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed this. Hopefully next year I won't have my appendix took out again. For real, it sucked. But my grandma died.
Everybody had major surgery out here but me.
Yeah. Oh, you're next, buddy. We got to make sure this happens.
Wood. I had a
Where's
child.
your appendix at?
That's worth it.
Yeah.
Do you have your appendix?
I don't know what that's
like. You do have your appendix.
I guess I have.
If you haven't had it taken out, you've had it.
Can I have it?
Anyway,
I don't have one.
How much
that's it for this week, guys. Be sure to check out next week. We'll have plenty of stats and previews for the Super Bowl. We might even talk briefly about the Pro Bowl. Might talk briefly about the Pro Bowl, but
Manning said that his team is 100%. He said, "All my guys that's come with me, I want y'all to play like it matters." He did mention that, so Manning's actually in it.
And Freddie Freeman set up his lineup, or Freddie Gonzalez set up his lineup.
Eli or Peyton?
Peyton.
Okay,
my bad.
Anyway,
yeah. All right, we're done. Go ahead.
For Bryce and Daniel, this has been Sports Love, guys. Take care.